How's it going? Welcome to the kitchen. My name is Sunny and today I'm going to be marinating some chicken. I'm going to use 1300 grams or 1.3 kg of boneless chicken thighs. I'm not going to trim any fat off. I'm literally going to marinate the chicken straight out of the pack. Some people say wash your chicken. Don't wash your chicken because that actually causes more harm than good. When you wash your chicken, you get splatter of water everywhere and that's not good for anyone. So don't wash your chicken. I literally marinate it straight out of the pack. I'm going to use gloves to marinate. I'm going to make all the spices. I'm going to use fresh ginger and yeah, let's get going. Right, so this is my marinade almost, well, pretty much ready to go. I'll put the ingredients on the screen, but if you have a look at this, it smells and it tastes amazing. What's in here? There's around 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. There is a decent amount of paprika, decent amount of cumin. There is salt, chili powder, turmeric. Turmeric is great for inflammation. And I've got lime zest in there. I've got lime juice, the juice of 2 limes. I've got cinnamon, chili powder, so spicy chili powder. And I've also got tomato paste in there as well. So yeah, I'll put all the ingredients on the screen, but this is the marinade in all of its glory. So let's get onto the chicken. Right, so that's the chicken right there in all of its lovely glory. And that's the tripod from the camera, so try and ignore that. And in goes the mixture. And I forgot to say I've also added a decent amount of olive oil, and you want to add as much olive oil as necessary for this to basically combine and create a well sort of mixed paste, if you like. So that's all of it goes in there. And I'm going to be doing things the safe way, and I'm going to be using gloves to really sort of massage this chicken in. And when you massage it in, you will notice the flavor literally enhance because you're rubbing it into the meat and into all the sort of nooks and crannies and crevices of the thigh. So I'm going to give it a good massage, and you don't need me to do the whole thing for you on camera, so I will see you in a second. So that's the chicken in all of its glory. Every single piece has contact with marinade, and I've gone all the way to the bottom to pull it out, push it back in, and it's now in a very, very good position to be left in the fridge overnight ideally, or you can use it, you can leave it for a couple of hours, but the minimum is going to be 2 hours. So the chicken has been marinating overnight and it's about to go into the oven. I've got the oven preheated at 200 degrees Celsius, and I've got the baking tray lined with aluminium foil or silver foil, thick foil, just to help it get all the fats out. And here it is in all of its glory. So if you can have a look at that. That's all the chicken. So what I've done with the chicken is I've put it onto the baking tray, and then I've gone in and taken what's left of the marinade and sort of put it on top where I've seen sort of bare bits of chicken, and there it is. And then what I've done is into the marination tub I've put some olive oil in there, and I've got some of the sort of loose bits of marinade like that, and just mixed it with the olive oil, and that's going to help us baste it halfway through the roasting. So we're going to roast it at 200 degrees with a fan heated oven for around 20 minutes, flipping halfway, basting it, and then we're going to broil it on high on the top shelf, and we're going to wait until it's sort of crisped up, which will take about 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to keep turning it depending on the level of crispiness you want, and then it's ready to serve. While the chicken is roasting away in the oven, let's talk about some of the ingredients that we've put into the chicken, into the marinade. So we start off with olive oil. Olive oil is a really high quality fat. It's a good source of monosaturated fats, high in antioxidants. Turmeric contains curcumin. So while adding a really nice color, it actually is really high in antioxidants. Now when turmeric is combined with black pepper, it actually increases the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties by 20-fold. So it's really, really good for you. We've also added a good amount of garlic into this recipe, fresh garlic. And garlic, while adding a really strong, nice spice flavor, it also is rich in allicin. Now allicin is really good for your heart health and helps lower blood pressure. Salt helps to bring all of the flavors out, and it helps to elevate your dish. But as well as that, it's also good for nerve function, and it helps muscle contraction. Salt is really actually good for you, but not too much, all in moderation. Lime zest and juice, while adding a really nice acidic kick to the dish. Lime zest and juice are high in vitamin C, help boost the immune system, and again contain anti-inflammatory properties, good for the skin. We've also added cinnamon. I love cinnamon as a spice, it has a really nice flavor, but as well as adding a really nice flavor, it is also really high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Chili, while adding a really nice spice, chili is also really high in vitamin C and adds another layer of antioxidants to your marinade. So it's been about just over halfway through, and I have just basted the chicken. You can see all the fat being rendered out of the meat. I have just basted it on top. I'm going to flip it and I'm going to baste the other side now. So you can see the chicken in all of its glory. I've just flipped it and basted it on both sides, and now it's going to go back into the oven. And I've got the oven, so as soon as I took it out, I set the oven to broiler. So you can see here that it is on the broiler setting, so it's using the grill and the fan, and it's on the maximum temperature here. So at this point the chicken's going to go in, and you don't really want to walk away from it at this point. You want to go back and keep checking it, keep flipping it until you get the desired charring that you want. It's been just under 5 minutes, and we're going to go check, see what's going on. So you can see the amount of smoke that's coming out, and you can also see the fat has pretty much almost disappeared from the tray, and that lovely sizzling is going on. So let's get this baby out and have a look. You can see that amazing color and that sizzle on the chicken, and I am now going to flip it and then baste the other side. You can see that amazing color going on the chicken meat itself. It smells phenomenal. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab some of that, and again, that's all good stuff. That's garlic, that's all your flavors, and just sort of go around it and then just brush it on the meat before I flip it. And this makes such a massive difference to flavor, to the whole flavor profile. And just make sure that you kind of go in there and you've got all these little wonderful little crispy bits. Oh, they taste amazing. So let's get some of that good stuff on the meat. There's a lot of oil on this side, so I'm going to bring some of this oil that's on this side onto the dry meat that's on this side. There's a bit of oil there. Grab some of that, get it on there. Grab some of that, get it on there. Happy days. This is going to taste amazing. You know that, right? So I've got a little bit of olive oil left. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to flip the chicken and I'm going to baste the other side with the small amount of olive oil that I've got left with the original marinade. So there it is, just out of the oven. I've let it rest for about a minute just to stop it sizzling, and you can hear what I'm saying. But yeah, that is exactly how I like my chicken shawarma. Crispy, flavorful, and I've even cut a bit open just to show you the juicy glory that is the chicken shawarma. So look, I hope you like this video. If you want to share this, please do so. If you want to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will be coming out with more healthy, tasty recipes for you to cook very, very easily. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and all the best.